A century ago, in 1923, photographer Ansel Adams was just 21 years old. This is his untold story. It may or may not be true. We fast forward to the year 2023, to the heart of Greenfield Village in Dearborn, Michigan, a place where many historic buildings are preserved. There, a peculiar sight unfolded. An antique Model T Ford, splattered with dust and carrying the legendary photographer Ansel Adams, materialized out of thin air. The eccentric contraption had served as a time machine, transporting Adams from 1923 to a future he could scarcely imagine. As the Model T's engine sputtered to a halt, Ansel Adams stepped out, his iconic black and white photography equipment in hand. He surveyed his surroundings, bewildered by the advancements in technology and the bustling world around him. Greenfield Village looked somewhat familiar, but there were also people strangely dressed, talking animatedly into thin devices that resembled small handheld radios. Ansel Adams felt as though he had stepped into a dream, or perhaps a science fiction novel. Just a few feet away, two high school students, Sarah and Dave, noticed the unusual arrival and curiously approached the bewildered man. "Hey there, are you okay?" Sarah asked, her smartphone camera at the ready. Ansel Adams blinked in astonishment and replied with a bewildered tone, I'm not quite sure. I seem to have taken quite an unexpected journey. My name is Ansel Adams, and I'm a photographer." Sarah and Dave exchanged surprised glances before Dave offered a friendly smile. "Nice to meet you, Mr. Adams. I'm Dave, and this is Sarah. We're into photography too, but things have changed quite a bit since your time." With a sense of wonder, Ansel Adams was introduced to the marvels of modern technology. Sarah demonstrated the capabilities of her iPhone camera, swiping through a gallery filled with stunning photos she had taken that day around Greenfield Village. "You see, Mr. Adams," Sarah explained, "we can capture incredible images right here with our phones. They're all instantaneous, and we can even edit them on the go." "How is this possible?" the photographer exclaimed. "Mr. Adams, these iPhones have high-resolution cameras, yet they're small enough to carry anywhere. They have multiple lenses that allow us to experiment with different focal lengths, and the quality of the images they produce is astounding," answered Dave. "They've been around since 2007. Sarah chimed in, "And the convenience is unbeatable. We can instantly share our photos with the whole world through social media. And there are countless apps that help us enhance and edit our images right on the device. It's like having a darkroom in your pocket, but with endless possibilities." Ansel Adams was astounded. This is incredible," he said. "I've spent my life perfecting the art of black and white photography with large format cameras and painstaking darkroom techniques. But this is like magic." The trio spent hours discussing their love for photography and the evolution of the medium. Ansel Adams shared stories of his adventures in the rugged landscapes of Yosemite National Park, while Sarah and Dave marveled at his dedication and passion. In turn, Sarah and Dave taught Ansel about the principles of composition, exposure, and post-processing in the digital era. They showed him how to use advanced editing apps on their phones to enhance the drama and beauty of their photographs. Ansel Adams was not only a brilliant photographer, he was also an avid learner, absorbing every piece of knowledge like a sponge. He was particularly fascinated by the speed of digital photography, allowing instant feedback and experimentation. As the sun began to set, Ansel Adams, Sarah, and Dave captured breathtaking images of Greenfield Village in both black and white and color. Together they blended the classic and the contemporary, creating works of art that were truly timeless. Simple subjects like a flower, a fence, a beloved pet, everything was interesting when seen through the eye of the iPhone. The afternoon passed quickly as they practically ran from place to place, snapping pictures all along the way. Finally, with a heavy heart, Ansel Adams knew that it was time to return to his own era. He said farewell to his new friends and stepped back into the Model T time machine. As the old vehicle vanished into thin air, Sarah and Dave were left with a newfound appreciation for the past and the present. Ansel Adams returned to 1923, forever changed by his encounter with the future. Back in his own time, Ansel Adams embarked on a new path, inspired by the possibilities of the digital age. He continued to champion the art of photography, but with even greater enthusiasm. His pioneering spirit led to innovative techniques that reshaped the way the world saw and captured images. The history of photography had indeed been altered forever, thanks to a chance meeting in Greenfield Village and the exchange of knowledge and inspiration between Ansel Adams, a photographer from the past, and two high school students, Sarah and Dave, from the year 2023. And when Ansel Adams returned home, he wrote these exact words. This is an actual quote from him. "Life is your art," he said. "An open, aware heart is your camera. A oneness with your world is your film. Your bright eyes and easy smile is your museum.